Hey everyone, Steve Taylor here. I've been hesitant to put a video out with some content that I've been strongly trying to figure out how to shape my message and not influence but impact others in a positive way, giving them some strength, some encouragement, some inspiration, hopefully, and motivation mainly to keep doing what they aspire to do. So in my videos, I have pressed that we own operate three companies, real estate agents. Real estate is our big goal, and then we own and operate two assisted living facilities, and then we have a single family home, and we just recently went big and bought a primary home, probably our forever home, recently, and we're renting out the home that we bought a couple of years ago. It's been a hard journey, but it's been a great journey. We've learned a lot. But my main point to all this, with everything going on in the world, whether you like it or not, including the election stuff, what side of the fence you're on, which I don't really care about what side of the fence people are on. What I mainly care about is what they know, what they understand, how things work, and how to make their lives better. So as I've had conversations in the past, I've come to the conclusion that there's a lack of focus amongst most of us that are trying to figure it out. And so you try different things to accomplish your goals, to get you where you want to go. My trials and tribulations have never lost focus, but sometimes you think you're on the right track. You trial and error, realize that some moves were better than others. Some moves you shouldn't have made at all. And you learn that, but as long as you stay focused. So one of the questions that I ask myself when we get into stuff, and I bring it up all the time, is what does this opportunity have to do with helping us get us to where we want to go? I ask that question because sometimes you get into an opportunity where it seems really fruitful. It seems like it's going to pay off, financially, it's going to be a good deal, but at the end of the day, it's about money for sure to grow, but it's also about accomplishing the goals that are important to you. So we put together a vision board years ago, and that vision board helps us stay focused. So that's when I ask the question, what does this have to do with our goals? And I can tell you personally, I've turned jobs down. I have not applied to some jobs because they had nothing to do with my goals. So when you're aspiring to make this vision of what life for you looks like, not every opportunity that comes your way is going to get you to that opportunity. It's not going to help you achieve those goals. Focus is where it's at. I don't care what arena you're in politically. It's always about focus, because focus gets you from point A to point B in a relatively short period of time if you're doing the things necessary to accomplish your goal. You may not have all the tools. You may not have all the qualifications. You may not have all the experiences. You may be just starting out. But that's the beauty about staying focused, is you have to identify networking, mentoring, getting mentored, looking for folks that are doing what you want to do, connecting with folks and building relationships with those folks to help you, and then you can help them achieve the goals that you're both going after. They do like group stuff, which I think is good because it allows you to share experiences, your goals, and also allows you to build relationships. But the most important part of a group or even a mentor is accountability. Holding yourself accountable, holding others accountable. So if you say you're going to do something in 90 days, do it in 90 days or less. Growing pains, part of the staying focused. Usually when we run into a growing pain, which means we've maximized our skills and what we know to continue going forward to accomplishing our goals, we have to be honest and realize that maybe we've maxed out what we have and we need to learn something new. And we always have to be getting educated on where we're headed. So part of the staying focused and being focused is, if you need to learn a skill set or you need to get educated, reinvest back in yourself, learn things that are helping you get where you want to go. If there's a skill that you just can't do or don't want to do, that's when you have to resource out and network and find folks that are really good at what they do and that's what they want to do, and connect with them so that they can help you get that skill done and still maintain your focus on where you're headed. With today's political environment, it's really tough, and this is where the sad part of this whole thing comes into play. Having a conversation with somebody who doesn't necessarily believe in the same things you do, then they get mad. More often than not, they start pulling out the name game. They shut down. They get mad. They get extremely frustrated, and then they walk away. I don't necessarily, that's inappropriate, for one. Two, it tells me that you're not really understanding the issues at hand. We can agree to disagree, which is what I love to do, because I can say, hey, why do you feel the way you do? I mean, how did you get to this point? I do that to understand where they're coming from. So I'm like, okay, I can understand how you think the way you do, because let's just say it outright. When we're growing up, we have events in our lives that help shape how we think, how we vision things, where we're headed, how we focus, how we process information. We have to get to the point where it's okay to have a conversation where you agree to disagree. The issue should be learning. What are you learning? What did you learn new from that person than you didn't know before? If you can get to that point, that's where the real education kicks in. That's where the collaboration kicks in. And then you can kind of appreciate each other, and the individual that you're doing this with will do the same thing to you. And now you've gotten away from this crappy conversation down to, hey, we may be different. We're all Americans. We love our country, and we can agree to disagree. But now I understand why you think the way you do, and I can appreciate that, because when I'm talking to you, it can be a productive conversation. Staying focused. So, not to get long-winded here, staying focused is the name of the game. So write down daily or weekly your goals that keep you focused, and ask the question every single time, what does this have to do with my goals? And the answer should be, the response should be, if it does, then you continue. If it does not, then you just turn it down and you keep moving. That's how you're going to get where you want to go. And if you're building wealth, especially when you're building wealth and you want to be wealthy, then that's it. Staying focused, and ask yourself, what has this got to do with what I'm doing? If the answer is it doesn't, then you just don't do it and waste your time. So thanks for watching. Please share, please like, leave comments. If you totally disagree with me, that's fine, but please do not. This is one thing I had happen to me on YouTube, and it really, it kind of left an ugly taste in my mouth. If you're going to be a hater, then just don't say nothing at all. It's not worth it. I'm not here to create hatred. I'm simply asking, sharing some stuff that I've learned along the way to help you in your life. If you think I'm a crappy, hardcore real estate agent, that's your opinion. I know what I'm capable of. You don't know me. I don't reach out and dog other people online, but there are people in this country that actually think that's appropriate. That's being unfocused, and that's being distractible, and that's because you don't like where you're at. So stay focused. What does this have to do with where I'm headed? And then keep doing what you need to do to get you where you want to go. Thanks for watching, and I will we'll share again. Have a great day.